Battle through the firmament. Great world. Chapter 440. Wu Shaoqi vs Wu Tiandu. Battle command. Xiaoyan frowned slightly when he saw the token in Wu Tiandu's hand. Immediately, he felt relieved. With the opponent's strength, finding a battle command would be extremely easy. What should we do now? Wu Shaoqi blinked her eyes and looked at Xiaoyan and Mahuyang. They had yet to take out their battle command, but the opponent had already used one. We also have battle commands. What should we do in this situation? After hesitating for a moment, he ignored Wu Tiandu on the arena. Mahuyang took a step forward and took out a battle command, handing it to a barbaric bull heavenly beast to the side. A black barbaric bull with a huge horn looked at the battle command in Mahuyang's hand, slightly startled. This was the first time it had seen such a situation. After hesitating for a moment, the black barbaric bull looked at the golden lion with a golden mane. The lion shook its messy fur and said in a buzzing voice, "Since Star Sky Academy has taken out the battle command first, we will naturally comply with their request." Hearing this, Mahuyang nodded without a word. He looked at Wu Shaoqi and said in a low voice, "Wu Tiandu's strength is relatively weak among the three of them. Even if we use the battle command, we would still choose him." Wu Shaoqi responded softly and smiled at the two of them, her voice pleasant to the ear. "When the time comes, I will wait for you at the top of the mountain." As soon as she finished speaking, Wu Shaoqi's figure suddenly moved. In the next moment, she had already appeared on the arena. On the side of the arena, Kang Feng looked at Wu Shaoqi indifferently. Suddenly, the tip of his brows twitched. A strange paleness flashed across his eyes, and a trace of suspicion quietly crept onto his brow. The origin key within this fellow's body seemed somewhat unusual. Though he pondered it, Kang Feng's expression remained calm as water. His 5 fingers slowly extended from his sleeve. A wisp of invisible black clear key quietly flowed from his fingertip, instantly entering the ground. Even Shang Shaoshan beside him did not notice it at all. "Wu Shaoqi, haha, we really are fated. Both of us are surnamed Wu." Wu Tiandu looked at the cold-faced girl before him and smiled gently. His golden robe fluttered in the wind, making him look extremely handsome. "Yeah, if you want to acknowledge me as your elder sister, I'll consider it. Perhaps I'll even acknowledge you as my younger brother." Wu Shaoqi rolled her beautiful eyes and smiled. "You have a sharp tongue." Wu Tiandu did not get angry. He just sneered, shook his head, and spoke softly. "Wu Tiandu, get rid of her immediately. It would be best if you could kill her now." Kang Feng suddenly spoke, his tone filled with bloodthirst. After saying this, he turned and walked into the dense forest. Shang Shaoshan beside him glanced at the former with some surprise, shrugged his shoulders, and turned his eyes to Xiaoyan and Mahuyang. After sizing the two up, he smiled gently and quickly left. "That fellow, what is going on?" Xiaoyan's expression changed. He didn't know what had happened when he looked at Kang Feng earlier, but he felt a sense of rejection in his heart. Very strong. Mahuyang lowered his eyes slightly. They could feel that the key in Kang Feng's body was more than a little stronger than his. "Wu Shaoqi, be careful. No matter what, you must stay alive first." He pondered for a moment. Mahuyang suddenly raised his head and looked at Wu Shaoqi, his voice solemn. Clearly, he had also noticed something strange. "Don't worry." Wu Shaoqi did not turn her head. A pleasant voice was heard, slightly dispelling their worries. He, don't worry. I am different from that guy. I cannot bear to hurt a beauty like you." After hearing Kang Feng's words, Wu Tiandu's brows twitched slightly. A trace of anger flashed across his eyes. He waited until both of them had left before looking at Wu Shaoqi with a smile. "Is that so?" Wu Shaoqi smiled sweetly, but there was incomparable solemnity in her pretty eyes. She might not be clear about Wu Tiandu's strength, but the fact that Su Jiang emphasized him was enough to show how powerful he was. Begin. Seeing the disciples of Star Sky Academy and Yunlo Academy leaving, the giant golden lion immediately spoke. Its voice was like a thunderclap, causing the air to tremble slightly. Swoosh! Before the giant lion finished speaking, Wu Shaoqi's body trembled slightly. In the next moment, Wu Tiandu felt a cold chill on his back. With a light snort, his feet moved suddenly, dodging Wu Shaoqi's whistling hand blade in an extremely ingenious manner. The green flame on the hand blade faintly lingered, even splitting the air apart. Your speed is quite fast. Looking at the disappearing shadow in the distance, Wu Tiandu focused his eyes on Wu Shaoqi, who had appeared behind him. The corner of his mouth couldn't help but lift into a smile. This level of skill was more fun. After her attack missed, Wu Shaoqi also smiled. Just as Wu Tiandu was about to speak, his heart suddenly moved. All the origin kiss around him surged out, forming a thick and solid inner hidden art in front of him. In the next moment, a ghost-like figure rushed over. Under this punch, the inner hidden art shattered layer by layer like a dried branch. Wu Tiandu's body flew backward. Da! Wu Tiandu's body, sent flying through the air, suddenly stopped. He jumped midair and landed steadily on the ground. He glanced faintly at the corner of his clothes, shattered by the fist wind, and laughed lightly. His eyes narrowed slightly as he looked at Wu Shaoqi. I still underestimated you. You actually used 2 afterimages in such a short time. Wu Shaoqi's pretty face was solemn, and she said nothing. The opponent hadn't even made a move, and she could already feel how terrifying Wu Tiandu's strength was. If they really fought, the result would most likely be her loss. Boom! A violent storm suddenly erupted from Wu Tiandu's body. His golden robe danced in the wind. Thick origin kiss continuously formed into sharp blades around him. Martial style. With a stern shout, Wu Tiandu's body burst forth like a ghost. In the blink of an eye, he arrived in front of Wu Shaoqi. His arms were wrapped with origin kiss. Both hands crossed, and in an instant, thousands of streams of force were unleashed from all directions, stirring the air around him. Like a mountain, his aura was vast and mighty. The force kept exploding, suddenly rushing toward Wu Shaoqi. Fire Emperor's perishing force. Wu Shaoqi did not dare to be careless and directly activated the secret arts recorded in the Fire Emperor scripture. Each secret art was a supreme technique that once shook various domains. With Wu Shaoqi's current strength, she naturally couldn't display the greatest effect, but it was still enough to deal with experts of the same level. Boom! Boom! Crimson flame origin kiss roared crazily in her meridians, like the roar of a fire god. Burning the infinite worlds, Wu Shaoqi's body suddenly burst out with an endless amount of red ki, and the temperature suddenly rose. It caused the arena under her feet to rapidly melt. As for the thousands of origin kiss bombarding her, they were quietly extinguished the moment they contacted the scarlet energy, without making a single sound. What kind of move is this? The sudden eruption of the Fire Emperor Ki caused Wu Tiandu to feel intense heat. His feet suddenly stepped on the air, and his body rushed backward. He looked at Wu Shaoqi in astonishment and sneered. He clenched his fists tightly and took a deep breath, his eyes wide open as an endless amount of battle intent surged out. Crack, crack, as the battle intent surged out, Wu Tiandu's body seemed to grow much larger, filled with strength. The wind from his fists shook, and the sound of space trembling could be heard. 8 styles of the heaven and martial arts. Great blazing palm of the heaven and martial arts. 8 styles of the heaven and martial arts. Great blazing palm of the heaven and martial arts. Wu Tiandu's cold eyes looked toward Wu Shaoqi in the distance. A palm suddenly rushed out. The origin key in the palm roared, its speed extremely fast. As it rushed out, the palm continued to grow larger, tearing apart the air along the way. In an instant, it turned into a huge hand dozens of feet large. Its 5 fingers were like pillars as it suddenly slammed down toward Wu Shaoqi. Boom! The palm directly slammed onto the arena, causing it to shake. Immediately after, it sank down with a loud bang, leaving the imprint of a palm on the arena. Whoosh! Before Wu Tiandu could relax, the arena not far from his palm exploded with a loud bang. A beautiful figure soared into the sky from the ground. Green flames slowly curled around the beautiful figure, and even the surrounding space trembled as it burned. Who? Wu Shaoqi wiped the sweat from her forehead and stared at Wu Tiandu. This guy had endless methods. If she wasn't careful, she would be seriously injured. Huo Wu Tianxing. His eyes flickered. The green flames around his body seemed to transform into a green fire dragon that wrapped around Wu Shaoqi. In the next moment, the green fire dragon streaked across space and swooped down, its power reaching its peak in an instant. Sky Marshal shattering finger. Wu Tiandu laughed coldly. He lifted his huge palm instantly. His 5 fingers closed, and he extended 2 fingers. All the strength in his body seemed to concentrate on these 2 fingers, as if he wanted to pierce through the blue sky as he faced the green fire dragon. A faintly discernible black clear key quietly mixed within these 2 fingers. Chapter end. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.